in the Old Testament, y'all know how God rolled in the Old Testament? God played no games, right? He was like, oh, look. Oh, that's what you're going to do? Oh, send the locusts in. Eat their harvest up, right? Hey, guess what? God is the same. Y'all got to catch this, man. See, the problem is we always look at it like, oh, well, that's the God of the Old Testament, and now God grew a heart. This is the way, I'm telling you, y'all. We got this, and it's not our fault. It's the theology, for the most part, is giving us this impression that, yo, in the Old Testament, God was like, he would flood the earth if he had to. He'd send you into captivity if he had to. He'd turn your whole world upside down if he had to, right? And it just seems like God is doing all of these things without any kind of motivation. Like, it almost just seems like all of these are random occurrences, and he's just like, I'm going to throw out my wrath on you because you're not listening, right? But the thing about it is, God's the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. Right? It says in Scripture that before the foundations of the world, that Jesus was already crucified. See, so I don't want you to walk around with this idea that Jesus was like the heartstring of God, and that he just came along because he was like, Dad, wait, don't you think you're being just a little outrageous? Don't you think that you're being just a little too hard?
That's
I mean,
what I think.
You know what? So that you don't flood the earth anymore, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to live my life as a person. And I'll take on their sins. Let me. This is what we think. We think that this was the conversation that happened in heaven around like 0.
Like 0.
So God's like, all right, Jesus, I'll send you. Gabriel, go talk to Miriam. And then the Jesus story happens. And this is what we think. We look at the Adam and Eve story and we're like, yo, God, why would you, but God, no. Why would you put the tree in there? You all knowing. You know everything. But God, why would you put the tree though? It's a tree. Why would you put it? You know how we act. Why'd you do it? This is the stuff that we walking around doing. We walking around, I'm trying to tell you, the stuff that Job is doing is not far-fetched. I don't want you to look at Job and just be like, oh, he ain't really up here no more. He's down here. Well, guess what? That's where you are. You're in the same boat. See, the problem is, if you start looking at the book of Job and you only look at the end of the book of Job, then you miss everything. If you look at the beginning and you look at the end, you miss everything in the middle. And that's the stuff that you really need. Because that's the stuff the reason why the book of Job is in there is because each and every one of us is going to have one of those moments. Maybe a few. But you got to know how to counteract it. Go ahead.
I think we do that